Alright guys, I'm back with another chapter in Numbers. We're in Numbers chapter 20, where the header reads, "The new generation, Moses strikes the rock." And we'll get right into it. In the first month of the year, the whole community of Israel arrived in the wilderness of Zin and camped at Kadesh. While they were there, Miriam died and was buried. There was no water for the people to drink at that place, so they rebelled against Moses and Aaron. The people blamed Moses and said, "If only we had died in the Lord's presence with our brothers. Why have you brought the congregation of the Lord's people into the wilderness to die, along with all our livestock? Why did you make us leave Egypt and bring us here to this terrible place? This land has no grain, no figs, no grapes, no pomegranates, and no water to drink." Moses and Aaron turned away from the people and went to the entrance of the tabernacle, where they fell face down on the ground, when the glorious presence of the Lord appeared to them. And the Lord said to Moses, "You and Aaron must take the staff and assemble the entire community. As the people watch, speak to the rock over there, and it will pour out its water. You will provide enough water from the rock to satisfy the whole community and their livestock." So Moses did as he was told. He took the staff from the place where it was kept before the Lord. Then he and Aaron summoned the people to come and gather at the rock. "Listen, you rebels," he shouted. "Must we bring you water from this rock?" Then Moses raised his hand and struck the rock twice with the staff, and water gushed out. So the entire community and their livestock drank their fill. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Because you did not trust me enough to demonstrate my holiness to the people of Israel, you will not lead them into the land I am giving them." This place was known as the waters of Meribah, which means arguing, because there the people of Israel argued with the Lord, and there he demonstrated his holiness among them. While Moses was at Kadesh, he sent ambassadors to the king of Edom with this message: "This is what your relatives, the people of Israel, say. You know all the hardships we have been through. Our ancestors went down to Egypt, and we lived there a long time, and we and our ancestors were brutally mistreated by the Egyptians. But when we cried out to the Lord, he heard us and sent an angel who brought us out of Egypt. Now we are camped at Kadesh, a town on the border of your land. Please let us travel through your land. We will be careful not to go through your fields and vineyards. We won't even drink water from your wells. We will stay on the king's road and never leave it until we have passed through your territory." But the king of Edom said, "Stay out of my land, or I will meet you with an army." The Israelites answered, "We will stay on the main road. If our livestock drink your water, we will pay for it. Just let us pass through your country. That's all we ask." But the king of Edom replied, "Stay out. You may not pass through our land." With that, he mobilized his army and marched out against them with an imposing force. Because Edom refused to allow Israel to pass through their country, Israel was forced to turn around. The whole community of Israel left Kadesh and arrived at Mount Hor. There, on the border of the land of Edom, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "The time has come for Aaron to join his ancestors in death. He will not enter the land I am giving to the people of Israel, because the two of you rebelled against my instructions concerning the water at Meribah. Now, take Aaron and his son Eleazar up Mount Hor. There you will remove Aaron's priestly garments and put them on Eleazar, his son. Aaron will die there and join his ancestors." So Moses did as the Lord commanded. The three of them went up Mount Hor together as the whole community watched. At the summit, Moses removed the priestly garments from Aaron and put them on Eleazar, Aaron's son. Then Aaron died there on top of the mountain, and Moses and Eleazar went back down. When the people realized that Aaron had died, all Israel mourned for him for 30 days. Goodness. So, I get kind of judgy a little bit. I guess that's probably the right word. When I see the Israelites constantly scoff and question God and rebel against Moses and Aaron and all the things, regardless of the amount of miracles and the amazing things that were done on their behalf, and they witnessed it, eyewitnesses to it. I'm no better. I mean, who could argue I have children, the miracle of life. I've seen things happen in my life that I couldn't attest to. It wasn't 100% my doing. I couldn't even argue if it was even close to 100% my doing. If I had anything to, it could have been 100% nothing to do with me, and it just happened to be favor, grace, love, whatever God had in store for me. That's what His will is. And so there's so much of that. I get so frustrated when I read about the Israelites and their rebellion, but really that's my story. I'm a rebel. I'm the villain in my own story. And so when I read that, I try not to kind of stick up my nose at that, because I'm reading, I have the knowledge of the mistakes that they've made. I'm just as aware of my mistakes. It's a blessing when you're aware of them while you're making them to try and prevent it. But looking back, I know that I stumbled. I know that I fell. There's plenty of times I tripped myself. And so it's very humbling to read about the Israelites, and even as a nation, even with having God, a literal representative of Him, knowing that He speaks on His behalf and that God presents Himself to him to give orders, to do these things, and you still rebel against it, and you still whine and complain. I get it. I would have been one of the Israelites. As much as I'd like to think that I would have been, holier than thou and been on the straight and narrow. Only if that's what God's intention was for me. And so, it's very humbling reading through Numbers chapter 20. On that note, have a good night. God bless. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll be back tomorrow to read chapter 21 of Numbers, where the header reads, Victory over the Canaanites. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.